What's up?
Yo, 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 yo.
Welcome to the Squatchin Sports Podcast, episode 20, part dose.
20 and a half.
Unfortunately, it might be 20 and 2/3 because, as you can see, there's only two of us. Mr. McCoy's Locks is currently under the weather. He is drugged up on NyQuil and about to take a little sleep.
Little nighttime.
A little nightcap. So we hope he feels better. We'll may come at you again this week. Maybe we'll see. But here we are, episode 20, part 2.
Woo!
What's happening, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Just chilling. Chilling. Saki's coming back. Football's coming back. Just found out I'm getting in another fantasy league tonight. So,
Oh boy,
yeah, one of my guys that I used to work with back in my restaurant. Well, you remember I worked in industry. That was when I was still at Saki. He hit me today out of the blue and was like, yo, starting a league. Need a 10th. Want to do it? Yep. Sure do.
Nice.
It was funny. He had a league last year, and it was with the people at the bar. He doesn't work there anymore. And dude, I'm getting notifications from Kick. I got like 6 emails.
Are you
from Kick already
again?
And
Oh my gosh, Kick, figure it out, bro.
But they started a group chat, and he accidentally put me in the group text for that fantasy league, and I just stayed in it. So I randomly get the text from it. It was cool. He's like, "Hey, so for real this time, do you want to be in a league?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? Fuck it." So I got that league. Got another one for my uncle's draft coming up at the end of the month. His is cool. He does it all in person, and quarterback passing touchdowns are worth 6 instead of 4. Interesting wrinkle. So QBs go a little bit higher than they normally would, which I didn't know last year until halfway through the draft because I don't read emails. I'm an asshole. But
that's all right.
What's up with you, man? How was your little Caribbean vacation?
Oh, it was so nice. It was so nice. Probably the most relaxing vacation I've ever been on, to be honest. If you haven't been on a cruise, I highly recommend it. Haven't. Cruise, drink package, you're set. That's all you need.
Damn. So what's the drink package entail? You just pay up front and you can drink whatever the fuck you want all the time?
Yeah, so you basically pay. We got a discount of it too. It was we discounted it. Can't remember how much it was, but I drank that, and I probably doubled my drink package, to be 100% honest.
Oh, that's fat.
Yeah, but I mean, literally. So you have a card. You go on. We went Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
You have a card that you go in with. It's your CPass card to get you in your room. Has your drink package on it. It's basically like your ID for that week. And you just go up to the bar and you say, "Hey, I want a drink." You get your CPass card. They say, "Cool." Give you a drink. Done. That's it. Every time. There's bartenders walking around all the time, just like, "Hey, you need more drink? Another drink?" Because so we pre-tip. So they get whoever gives you like the most drinks gets like the biggest part of that tip. So it's like a whole,
Okay. Yeah. That was gonna be my next question. Like, were you constantly busting out cash to tip, or?
Mm-mm. So you can tip, like if you give them cash, like when they come to you, like if you're in the chairs or whatever, like they'll come to you more often. But we tipped them a couple times, but towards like the middle of the week, actually close to the beginning of the week, we had like our designated like people that knew us, so we go see them, and there's a bar called Schooners on it. It's like a piano bar. We go there like every night because we just enjoy chilling and listening to the guy play piano. He was phenomenal.
Was it Billy Joel?
He played Billy Joel. It wasn't Billy Joel, but he did play Billy Joel.
Love me some Billy Joel.
But
that's what's up. Yeah, you just sit down, hand him $100, and say, "Remember me? Come on back."
His name was
Yoga.
His name was Yoga. Yep. We were just two peas. He introduced us to a shot called a pistachio shot. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It was so good. Bailey's, Blue Curacao, and Amaretto.
Oh, God. That sounds like Hangover City.
Oh, so good. So good. But anyway, I'm back. Got a nice little tan going on. Feeling good.
Nice. Yeah, I sat I sat in this lobby for about 15 minutes, talked to myself while hearing myself because Krista was watching on her phone from the couch, which you haven't been to our house yet. This is the office. The couch is right behind it. So,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad to know I hear the same when I speak it and when I hear it. So that's cool.
Right. What's up, Bonnie?
Oh, I can't see the comments. Why can't I see comments?
On yours, go down to the little
hit chat.
Right side.
Look at that. What a boomer. Yeah, no, John's sick, Mikey.
Yeah, Johnny
John
is
is
sick. But we here. We'll live it up.
Right.
So let's catch up on some things. We got some things going on. Where do you want to start? You want to start with your segment?
No, start with your news. Start with the exciting news we got today.
Oh, that's right. Let me just get this queued. Let me get this queued up. All right, so Squatchers, we are on the up and up. Start from the bottom.
And now we're still here. At the bottom.
Now we're here.
But
we were here. Now we're here.
Bottom.
But we are getting there. So we have our first sponsor of the podcast. Woo, baby! We are now sponsored by W.
Hey, sausage.
For those that do not know what W is,
I heard you.
Honestly, I didn't know what W was either until we got sponsored by them. But I looked into it. They seem pretty dope. They seem pretty tight. First off, their logo, their name is pretty sweet.
Yes.
And then they have another logo as well. Also pretty sweet.
Strong. Can we show both or no?
Can
we get it to cycle?
All podcasts.
Click every time. We can't talk about anything because you're focusing on switching the logo every 30 seconds.
For Dubby, I will do it. So, not only are we sponsored by Dubby, those that get Dubby get a discount by watching us and by using our code.
Correct.
So
what is it? Is it like a clothing site? Is it merch or what's going on? What can the folks
honestly,
buy?
It's a little bit of both. A little bit of merch, a little bit of drinks. So they are a energy drink, almost like a pre-workout, but not pre-workout. Similar to like, your gamers that drink like this energy drinks to keep them going while they're gaming. If you're working, keep you awake while you're working. If you're driving, keep you awake while you're driving because that's important.
Dangerous.
Everyday life.
Unturned wheel.
Correct. Everyday life. So the cool thing about W is it has no calories, no sugar, no fillers, and no artificial colors.
Zero. Wow, that's a lot of zeros.
You can drink W and have no calories while drinking W.
That's more zeros than the U.S. women's national team their last 3 games of the World Cup.
Oof, segue.
Teed it up for me.
Oh, boy.
Teed it up for me.
So, using our code Squatchin Sports, you go to Bonica. It is good for workouts. It is great for workouts, actually. It is energy without the jitters. If you've taken pre-workout before, I've taken pre-workout before. I used to take out pre-workout all the time, go in the gym, and there were some that would give you jitters, and you just feel like you were kind of focused, but you would just feel like just not right. Didn't feel great. W is jitterless. W gives you, again, 0 jitters. They got shaker bottles. They got shirts. They got hats. They got hydration powder. Yes, I've ordered some. I ordered a shaker bottle, order all that stuff. I'm going to flash it on the bottom. Anyone who's orders can be up the whole podcast. Use our code Squatchin Sports at checkout.
Whoop, whoop.
Get 10% off. So we're at. Shout out W.
Tight. That's dope. I had to sit closer to the screen to read it.
Yeah, it's a little tiny.
Old man eyeballs.
All right. Shall we kick it off? No pun intended.
Let's do it.
Time for segment, quarter number 1. We're gonna hit
Q1.
the turf of foot. Segment
American.
1, Q1. American?
Yeah, let's do American.
All right. We're going to do American first. We're going to do American.
Yeah, let's do American. Let's do American.
Guys, ladies, gents, kids, adults, it's almost time. You're so close.
Did you watch any of the Hall of Fame game?
Close. I did not. I was on the ship. They didn't really play a whole lot. So I didn't see a whole lot of it. I heard it got a ton of views.
It did. The most in like 5 or 6 years or whatever. Myself included. I can't tell you a lot. I don't even know if I watched. No, I think I did. I think I watched the Steelers-Cowboys Hall of Fame game because it was the Steelers. But nobody played. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Football, hooray. But I watched a handful of drives. I wanted to see a little bit of what Tillman was going to do. And he looked okay. DTR looked good. The little bit I watched of him, rookie out of UCLA, he looked good.
Yeah, I heard he was kind of like the highlight of the game.
Yeah, he led the game-winning drive. But it's still preseason football, dude. Like, I was looking through the schedule. I think NFL Network figured something with the league or whatever. At least one preseason game of each of the 32 teams is going to be televised on the network, which the Steelers aren't until the third week when they play. Fuck, who do they play? I don't even know. It's not Buffalo.
Third week?
But again, that's
probably Carolina.
It's not. We don't play Carolina this year.
Wow.
It used to be all that. It might be the Falcons, actually. Yeah, it might be the Falcons. But again, that just goes to show how little I care about preseason football.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Everybody gets all hyped up and he's gonna have this kind of year. He looks like this in practice. Like, bro, it's practice. Hit him with the AI speech, not the game that you die for. Practice, like, bro. It is what it is, though. I am excited it's back, man. I'm getting geeked up for fantasy football. I couldn't believe Handel didn't try and take that trade.
I mean, it was a good trade.
He used the R word, and I was like, bro, have you seen the trades that you've pulled on some of these people in this league?
He used the R word?
He used the R word. I'm like, how, Sway? You're getting way better quarterback.
Even. Yeah.
So it is what it is. And then he wanted Justin Jefferson and Lamar for Dak, A.J. Brown, Kenneth Walker. And I gave my first pick in 2025 for his second-round pick in 2025. And I was like, dude, it's too early to be drinking this much. What are you doing? What the hell are you thinking?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So there was that.
Right.
But, whatever. You can't win them all. It's all good. Happy with the team I got. What do you think is going to happen with Dalvin? Where's it going?
Dude, I don't know, man. He was supposed to sign with – well, not supposed to sign, but he went to the Jets. And apparently things went good there. He was going to sign with the Jets. They haven't signed him yet. But I think he's going to go to Miami or the Jets. One of the two. I prefer – Miami will kill me? You think Miami will kill me? I prefer Miami only because I have Mostert.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's kind of like
that makes sense.
And they kill me.
They got the rookie Devon A-Chain. I don't know.
Yeah. I think both.
That's a weird position this year.
It is. I think both, honestly, like him not in Minnesota hurts me, period.
Yeah.
He was supposed to talk with the Patriots, but that would have hurt a lot too. They already have
Ramondre
Stevenson, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they would split there. He's going to split with Brees if he comes back strong when he comes back, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's going to split with wherever he goes. So I'd rather him split with somebody I have already than.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We'll see.
But yeah, that's why we wanted to get real football out of the way because there's not much to go on. Not much to do.
Not a ton. One thing that's going on tonight is the first episode of Hard Knocks.
Oh, is it?
Love Hard Knocks. Yep. I think it starts at 10.
I never really got into it.
Really? I love Hard Knocks. I like the behind the scenes stuff, like seeing the mic'd up and how things go and stuff like that. I really enjoy that. Like the Netflix quarterback series. Did you see that yet?
We started watching that, yeah. That is cool. That's
Same
cool.
thing.
We watched up to the episode where Mahomes and Crosby get into it.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's all I got. That's all I got on football. Like I said, we're
none
pretty
fun.
early. Fancy coming up. If you guys have any questions on it, shoot it. But that's all we got right now. Wish we got a kick, man. That guy I watched us that one time was really active in the chat, and now we can't even go live on Kick.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on over there.
Same. I don't know
if it's on our end, if it's on their end.
Right.
What's
well,
happening
there's
with
this
it?
new Kick thing. What's happening? Let me see. I feel like it's not gonna work out, but oh well. Maybe next time. Figure it out.
What it is. Yeah.
Cool. Football. American football. Done. Oh, we're right into it. It is time
Warming it up.
for Q2.
Warming it up.
Oh, double kick. Let's go.
Oh, little Dubby. We kicking it, baby. We kicking it. There's so much going on, man. Preseason just wrapped up today for Liverpool. Premier League's back this weekend, baby. Premier League back this weekend. I wish John was on here because he could have talked about his boys winning the Community Shield, which means absolutely nothing. So what that is, every season the Premier League does it. It's the top two teams from the year prior. They just play to hold like the Community Shield for the Premier League for the entire season. Last year Liverpool beat Man City for it, and this year Arsenal beat Man City for it in penalties. But again, means nothing. I don't really see anybody challenging City this year. Like, man, they're just so fucking good. They're so good. And they got better. Yeah, they lost Ilkay Gundogan and Riyad Mahrez, but they added Gvardiol, who's a top-class defenseman. They're just good. And I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for Liverpool. It's a lot of new looks. A couple of their longtime key players, one of them being the captain, Jordan Henderson, joined a ton of other European footballers and went to Saudi Arabia. Him and Fabinho. So Sadio Mane went there, former Liverpool great. I mean, the Saudi League might actually be kind of cool to watch this year. I just don't know how anybody's going to see it.
Sure.
I don't know if it's going to be televised at all.
DW.
So yeah, right. They are coming back. I'm excited for it, man. That's like I said. You can watch them. You watch them on Peacock. You get a game a week on USA Network. My favorite Italian league team signed Christian Pulisic, and they just brought over Yunus Musa, two guys that are on the men's national team for the U.S. Mm-hmm. So I'm even more excited to watch AC Milan this year. But the big thing right now, the big talk of the town, the Women's World Cup is still going on, but the two-time defending champs, your United States of America, went the fuck home in terrible fashion. Yes. So they looked great. They looked great in their first game against Vietnam, but it was also Vietnam, right?
Right.
I don't know if they scored a goal the entire group stage. They might have scored once. Oof. They lost to Holland 7-0. They lost to us 3-0. I don't know what they did against Portugal. If you want, you can pull up the Women's World Cup just so we can see where we're at. But I mean, and the U.S. eked into the knockout round anyway, because they had a shot in the 92nd minute go off the post against Portugal. A Portuguese shot went off the post in the 92nd minute that would have sent them home. So,
all right. So, where are we at here? This is where we're.
Okay, yeah. So the quarterfinals are set. So I don't know, man. I don't follow women's soccer, so I know the U.S. was number one in the world.
Yeah,
got bounced. I don't know. I guess Japan's looked really good, but again, the games are all in Australia and New Zealand. So when they're airing live, it's like 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. here.
Eesh.
I wouldn't get up for them. No, I was just about to say I wouldn't get up for the Men's World Cup, but I think I'm a bold-faced liar if I say that. So yeah, they went to PKs against Sweden, And they did outplay them. The U.S. outplayed Sweden the whole game. I mean, the total shots were like 11 for Sweden to 25 for the U.S. Shots on goal were Sweden 1, U.S. 11. And they couldn't cash it in. Had a chance. They had multiple chances to win in the shootout too, and blew it. So
Start from the bottom.
Okay. I heard you're started from the bottom line. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Yeah, sorry. No, well,
you're good. But yeah, dude, they just whatever. That's what happens when you get, in my opinion, too politicized, and you stop focusing. Maybe you overlook Sweden. I don't know. Maybe you just thought you were going to roll everybody. Also, I don't know what the coach was thinking. You took out Alex Morgan in like the 112th, 113th minute or 93rd minute, something. You took her out in extra time and put in Megan Rapinoe. And Rapinoe, who's like the biggest hot button issue, member of the squad, she blew it. She hit the equivalent of Harry Kane's penalty attempt in the Men's World Cup for England, and I still don't think that shot has landed yet. Just completely whiffed on it. So whatever, you get to watch the rest from home. I can't sit here and give y'all any advice on who to bet, who to take, what it's looking like. I know England's been playing pretty well. I know Japan's been rolling everybody. Can you scroll up a little bit so I can see the round of 16? Who did what? Okay, so England beat Nigeria in a scoreless penalty shootout. Japan rolled Norway. Spain rolled Switzerland. Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. It's anybody's World Cup, I guess.
Right.
Also, shout out to the Jamaica women's national team, bro. They got to the Women's World Cup by starting a GoFundMe in true Cool Runnings fashion. And they actually were responsible for knocking out Brazil from the tournament, which is pretty fucking cool.
Wow. That is cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, so unfortunately they went home, but that's a cool story.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, that's all I got in the world of soccer. I mean, if you want, I wouldn't mind checking out the first week of the Premier League games. First weekend. See who's playing where. I don't even know who Tottenham's got.
Yeah, man, I can tell you.
Yeah, right. You still got that sweatshirt, or do you just buy it, wear it one time, and return it?
Oh, I still got it. It's a T-shirt. It is a T-shirt, but I still got it.
I thought it was a crew neck.
I honestly wish it would have been, because I would wear that a lot.
Crew necks are underrated. I don't don't own any. I own one. I own a Steelers one, but it is now the possession of Krista. So I own 0.
I know how that goes.
No, babe, it's our shirt. Is it though? Because when we moved in, it was mine.
Yeah. Speaking of significant others, mine is currently also sick. She
oh no.
She is usually watching. Yeah. She got sick on like day 7 of the cruise, and it's not left her, unfortunately. So I was sleeping it off, but so she's usually watching, but she's not. Get some sleep.
Feel better, Michelle. Get well soon.
All right.
So here we are.
Is this what you wanted?
Friday, baby. This is what I want. This is what I want. I was gonna stop and see if you could name any of the players that were on like that initial screen, but I don't know if you could. And I don't want to put you under the gun like that.
I know faces, like the.
I would hope you at least know the guy that plays for the team you support.
Yes.
So welcome back to the Premier League. Burnley gets Man City on opening night. They're going to get absolutely massacred. Like I said, I think Man City is going to roll everybody. Luton Town getting Brighton. I'll be tuning into that game for sure. We got the warm spot in our heart for them. That's away though. I want to see a game at Luton Town's field.
Yeah.
Sheffield United taking on Crystal Palace. That's a pretty good draw for the first time coming up. The big one, baby. 13th. Chelsea v. Liverpool. If y'all aren't good with converting English time to American time, if you're on the East Coast, 16:30 means it'll be 11:30 a.m. here, as they are 5 hours ahead of us. Big game. Reds v. Blues.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just it always hits
Rivalry.
different. It's not like a huge rivalry, in terms of like in a historic sense. But there's a ton of Chelsea fans. There's a ton of Liverpool fans, and they're two behemoths of the Premier League. They always have been, and I don't want to say always will be because anything can happen. But Chelsea had a dog shit year last year, so if Liverpool can come off with a win, that would be fantastic. Let's see, where are you at? Where's the Hotspur?
They right here.
Oh, right there. I was looking for Tottenham.
Right.
At
I was too. I was like,
Brentford.
did they not play ever?
At Brentford on Sunday. Okay, that'll be a good little matchy match. Yeah, I'm stoked. I can't wait for it to come back. It's always fun watching the title race heat up and, you know, seeing how the Champions League progresses. Again, unfortunately, Liverpool not in the Champions League. They'll be playing in the Europa League this year, but that's all right. Give us a little break. Give somebody else a chance. You know what I mean?
A little break.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some good games week one. That Man City Newcastle game down at the very bottom there on the 19th should be pretty good. I guess. I mean, technically that's match week 2, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should be a good season. Long season. I'm geeked up, boy.
Now, what are these? These are matches that are going to play but haven't had time.
Just
yet?
haven't scheduled. Yeah, to be confirmed. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I don't know why they haven't yet, though. That is bizarre. But
yeah, we're out of time.
Yeah, right. You're just gonna slap it together. Well, last season was particularly difficult because they had the World Cup so late. So
yeah,
there was that huge. It was like almost a month-long World Cup break. So, but we'll see.
Very true.
We'll see. Should be good.
Dope.
Yeah, I hate to pick against Liverpool, but I don't see anybody but Man City winning the Prem this year.
Yeah,
it's hard to go against them. I want Liverpool to. I know
That's
I
really
don't
good.
want Man United to. So it really is. It's all about how you start because again, there's no playoffs or anything, right? It's just a concurrent running total of points,
right?
So got to start strong, and Liverpool didn't do that last year, and it hurt them. So hopefully they can go take it to Chelsea. They played 2 draws last year. I think both scoreless, or one might have been 1-1. I don't know, but we'll see. If y'all don't have a team, pick them by now. Let me know who your team is so I can either talk shit or congratulate you on picking Liverpool. It's really the only one you can pick.
Don't listen to me. I couldn't tell you much about it, but I'm gonna try. I try.
Name 3 players.
A little too late. Harry Kane.
There you go. Nah, that's all right. You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there.
I got there.
Just
I think I picked the team halfway through the year last year.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You're just looking through. You're like I remember you almost picked the Wolves because they were black and gold.
Almost did,
but they never win shit. So
right. So I picked kind of a middle ground team.
That's right.
Cool. You want to hit on Mr. Bonnie's question here?
Yeah.
Question, I guess, statement.
Yeah, dude, he's breathed life into Inter Miami. They were dead last in the MLS. I haven't checked the standings in a minute, so I don't know where they stand there, but there's a tournament going on right now, and his left foot is just has carried them into the quarterfinals. I mean, dude, he's just dropping these insane free kick goals. I'm talking 30, 40 yards out, just banking it, top bins, just making everybody look silly. And it's just crazy. And plus, they brought Jordi Alba over, the left back, whom he played with before. I want to say they have I can't. His name's escaping me right now, but I think they might have signed Luis Suarez. I don't know. I might need fact check on that, but yeah, Messi just going out of his mind. America's not ready for it. You know what I mean? Like, imagine he played in America his whole career, bro. It would probably be the second largest sport in the nation. Yeah, and that might just be from international viewers because everybody wants to watch Messi. You know what I mean? Like, there's statistics. I think 100 million people watch the Super Bowl and over 400 million watch the World Cup or something like that. Wow. It's just a testament. I mean, also kudos to the NFL because that's really only one country. You're talking on a world scale.
It's true.
So
that is true. Very true.
But yeah, it's about 4 times more watched. So
yeah. Wow. Well, is that soccer?
That's it. That's put the lid on it. Q2 done.
Q2 done. I mean, Q3 is not going to be a ton. The only thing else we got is really baseball is happening right now. And we had a pretty decent trade in the NHL, which we'll touch on here in a second. Yeah. But, I mean, MLB, I feel like it's not even worth talking about still because it's only beginning of August. There's still 3 months left. We're not really looking who is where yet. There's still, I think a lot of the divisions are still up for grabs.
Heating up, though.
It is heating up. I would say
Verlander ended up. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was just gonna say, how about Verlander ended up back in Houston, bro?
Right.
What?
I know. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even know what the trade was or what they got for him, but I remember seeing it. I was like, I didn't even think of it at the time.
I mean, RIP Rangers' chance to win the division. That's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. The Astros are going to just do the damn thing again.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, shout out to Oakland, the Oakland Athletics. They haven't lost 100 games yet. They had a little bit of a streak there. They are only 35 games back. Only.
There's a chance. Not mathematically eliminated yet.
Not yet. They're still in it. Can't say much more. Well, Pirates aren't that far back, but anyway. I think the closest race right now, or the least closest race right now, is the NL East. Braves are up by 9.5 games on the Phillies. Braves are 70-40. Phillies are 62-51.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Braves are just on another level. But they've also sent the Pirates. They're losing right now to the Pirates. We'll see what happens.
Happens to the best of us. Are the Pirates in the basement, or are they still just above St. Louis?
Just above St. Louis. They're 9 games back. Cardinals are 12 games back. Pirates are 51-61. Cardinals are 49-65. But tell you what, Reds got hot as soon as they called up all their young guns. Cubs are getting hot. Brewers are still. I mean, all the teams are like very average, but like there's 3 that are just more average.
Slightly less average
right.
than the average ones. They're a little bit above it. I don't really see anybody from the NL Central making noise in the playoffs, though.
No. I mean, Reds are too young. They'll probably do some things in the regular season, but like I said, they're just too. They don't have experience yet. Brewers, I don't think, have what it takes to make it. I mean, they're a decent team. They have been for a little bit since they got Yelich, but I don't think they have it either, and Cubs just aren't going to do it. So it's going to be a tight one. I think this could be the Braves' year. Honestly, I want it to be the Braves' year. But shout out to the AL East, the Orioles 70-42, and the Rays are 69-46.
Can't believe the Orioles are leading the division.
Right. After the Rays start like that, too. Johnny's not here to defend them right now, but I'm sure he would say something about Shane McClanahan being out for the season with his forearm injury. Their ace.
Ooh, shit happens.
Right, exactly. Look at what the
Shit
Rangers had to
happens.
go through with Jacob deGrom.
Part of sports. Yep. Part of sports.
Yeah, but that's MLB right now. Still a lot of time left, but it is heating up a little bit. Again, we're getting to the best part of the year, like September through December is just peak time. Peak time. So that's all I got from MLB. We'll roll into Q3.5, which I guess is hockey, which is just kind of like one big news.
Yeah, it's really all that's happened, right?
That's pretty much it. Preseason hasn't started yet. Preseason starts in September, so still some more time. But Mr. Kyle Dubas himself is making an impact on the Penguins. And let me tell you, this trade was a trade. I don't know how he pulled it off. I don't know how he got the team to do what they did, but he did. So, for those that don't know, Erik Karlsson, Norris Trophy winner from last season, is now a Pittsburgh Penguin. Ooh. He somehow got rid of Mikael Granlund, who was a huge trade deadline mistake last year by Ron Hextall, who is incompetent in hockey. Got rid of Jeff Petrie, who we traded for in the beginning of the season last year, who is just kind of past his prime. He wasn't terrible, but he just wasn't. Casey Smith, who's a backup goalie. Jan Ruda, who we got from Tampa, who's not terrible, but he's good defensively. And only 2 picks, a first and a second round pick. First for next year, second round for the year after. This is a 3-team trade. I'm not going to go into all of it because it was a lot of stuff. But essentially, the Penguins got the Norris Trophy winner from last year for peanuts. Straight move.
Yeah.
Great move.
Yeah, it is. Is Letang going to still play?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Yep. He's what kind of sparked, and I don't think he just sparked it, but basically he told the Penguins that he would be willing to drop down to the second power play so Karlsson can play on the first one, because both of them are very similar players. They're offensive minded.
Yeah.
They eat up a ton of minutes. So essentially Karlsson and Letang, one of them will be on the ice all the time. They'll probably
power play
during all of it. I don't know if there'll ever be a time where Karlsson or Letang aren't on the ice.
Oh! I thought you meant he was dropping on the second line only on the power play. So he's going to be.
Yes.
That was going to be my next question, because they play so similarly. Is how do you pair Karlsson and Letang on the first line defense?
I hope they don't. I don't think they will. I think they'll probably put Letang on the second line, but again, I think it's going to be more of like a 1A, 1B type of thing where they're going to be on the ice probably for a majority of the game. Like there's probably be times where they're both sitting, obviously because it's a long game and a lot of shifts, and we're going to have 6 defensemen, but like they both do over 20 minutes of ice time a game. So like you're talking, there's only 20 more minutes of ice time that they won't be on the ice. One of them won't be on the ice. So I don't see them sitting a whole lot, but I think it's big. Hopefully Karlsson will drive Letang to be more sound on defense, come like a shutdown defender, because it'll take the pressure off him trying to score all these goals from defensemen, because we haven't had really a lot of offensive defensemen besides Letang. I'm excited. I mean, we'll see what happens. Penguins definitely got better in the offseason, which was huge. Dubas did a good job of getting people. It's a matter of them messing up.
They get back in the playoffs, right? Have to.
They have to. I would venture to
Have to.
say they're top three in the Metro after these trades. Before, like on paper, top three. I think Carolina's still the top.
Yeah.
They just reloaded. New
Window's
Jersey's
closing.
young and fast. Yeah. Yes. I honestly believe with these trades, they're obviously going for it. They traded away their first round pick for next year. They're obviously going for a cup in the next 3 years. I mean, who wouldn't? They're not going to tank with Crosby, Malcolm Letang on the team, but
Right. Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's been a great window. Let's be honest. Like when I say the window's closing, I don't mean it's been shit. Like 09, they won it. 2016, they won it. 2017, they won it, and that was all with Crosby and Malkin. Right? Was Malkin? Yeah, Malkin was on the 09 team, right?
Yeah. Yep, all three.
Was Letang? Oh, Letang was too. Holy shit!
Yep,
boy's been in the league a minute, bro.
A long time, dude.
A long time.
Dude. And Crosby is not.
09 seems like obviously.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, I know, and it doesn't feel like it, but then it's like, fuck. I graduated high school in 09, bro.
I graduated in 2010.
It was funny when we went on our senior trip. We ended up making friends with. There was like a dozen or so of us guys in the house. We made friends with House of All Girls down the street, and they were all from the Baltimore area. And that was when we were down there when the Pens were playing the Caps in the playoffs that year.
Oh, nice.
So, there was a ton of shithousery. Plus, you put a bunch of, I don't want to say anything incriminating, put a bunch of 18-year-olds in a house doing what they do on senior trip. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, think about what your senior trip was like, you know? Yeah. We went down with a bunch of beverages and came back with very little beverages. I'll just put it that way. I don't know if is there a statute of limitations on that underage drinking? I don't know, but
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It was a good time. It was a good time.
I mean, you could drink soda whatever age, right? I mean, that's what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah. You brought down a bunch of Dubby, and you left with not as much Dubby. That's it.
Shout out Dubby.
Shout out Dubby.
Shout out Dubby. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to hockey this year. Dude, you know what I'm really looking forward to is this Seattle trip. Oh dude, man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
No, I know.
But I looked 2 or 3 days ago just to get an idea real quick of what the pricing was on the tickets for the Steelers-Seahawks game. They're already like double letter rows, like row II in the 500 section are already going for $180 a piece. Yeah. So, like, I know how to move around Heinz Field and find a scalper. I don't know how to do that in Seattle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I could, but I mean, shit, we already have the plane tickets. You know, I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to do it if it's not a sure thing. So, and I was looking at the Winter Classic are just outrageous too, and I just
I'm sure
don't know. I really want to do it, right? Because like our first date was a Kraken game and shit like that, and it would be a great experience. I also don't want to do it just to do it, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
the rink is down by home plate.
Yeah,
what are we going to see from center field, you know, or right field or whatever, left field, whatever it may be? Because there's not a ton of seating in T-Mobile Park out in center. But
yeah,
at the same time, we're already going to have warm clothes because the day before we're going to be at a football game. So
that's right. That's right. I will say we went to the Penguins Flyers outdoor game at Heinz Field, and we were sitting like 200 section. So like obviously it was in center field, and it's definitely or not center. It was in the center of the field, and it's a football stadium, not a baseball stadium. So it's different views and stuff. It was tough to see from the 200 section. It was fun. It was a good time. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I think it's just different. You know, you don't watch professional hockey outside very often. I mean, you do now on TV, but like go to it outside. Yeah. So it's
did it rain?
Definitely a cool experience.
Did it rain that game?
It did not rain, but it was cold AF. It was freezing. My sister's face literally froze. Like,
dude, people don't appreciate, like, when you think of like cold weather games, you think Buffalo, you think Green Bay. Like, bro, if you catch Pittsburgh on the right day and you're down there and that wind is fucking circling there where them three rivers meet, like, bro, that is no joke. No joke. Like that, the Dolphins Steelers wild card game a few years back, it was -6 before wind chill. Now, good news, I drank a bottle of Rumpy by 10 a.m. Bad news, don't remember the game. Life's about checks and balances, ladies and gents. It's about checks and balances, all right? Was I cold? Right. I don't fucking know.
Right. That's right. Feel it. This is pretty sweet. I think that would be pretty dope. That is Jesus, a dream. That's a goal of mine, is to go to a football game and watch it when it's snowing, like it actually snow,
like heavy snow. Yeah.
Yes. There's nothing better than watching, even like at home, just watching a football game when it's snowing. Like at a football game, it's just different.
Yeah. I want to go to every NFL stadium. I don't know if you and I have talked about that or not. That's my goal by the time I kick the bucket. And
nice.
I got 3 under my belt so far. So 27 more to go, baby. I'm not going to the Meadowlands more than once, and I don't really care to see SoFi more than once. So
yeah, that's cool. I don't have a certain hell bell at a lot of yards. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of running.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Bengals game. Yeah, yep. I went to the Bengals game this year, and it was 20 degrees. At the high, the game was at 4, and it was cold. But again, drinks helped.
So you think your boy Kenny's going to be about it or what, bro?
He can't be. I do.
He can't be worse than he was last year.
Right? No, and he progressed
with the #1 pick.
I mean, right.
Yeah,
he progressed towards the end of the season. Mid teams were easier. Sure,
such a low floor, bro.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Not everybody. Like,
the Steelers fan in me wants him to. Well, Mahomes also had the benefit of sitting behind Alex Smith for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Dude, people forget about Alex Smith, man. That dude was a hell of a fucking quarterback. He took the poverty Chiefs to the playoffs. He took the poverty Niners to the playoffs.
Yep. And
they ended up in the Super Bowl. That was the Kaepernick year. But, yeah, he definitely benefited from sitting behind Alex Smith. I mean,
for sure.
It's not Kenny's fault. He was born too late to sit behind Ben. But, I'm not right. Trubisky was never going to be the answer. Do I think he was better? Yeah. I'll always say, I'll die on that hill. I don't give a fuck. But, I mean, I know my boy Georgie P looking so nice.
He is looking dangerous. Very dangerous.
You saw the clip of him on Joey, right? On Joey Porter Jr., mm-hmm. That one-handed. I showed that to my uncle, who's just I love my uncle, bro. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's my homie. We always have a great time together. And he knows fucking football, but he's just a Steelers hater. He always has been. He's a Broncos fan.
Okay.
Has been since he was a little tyke. Like, I'm talking Craig Morton days. Like, that was his favorite quarterback. And then obviously Elway and all that, right? But sure. I showed him that clip and he just tore it to shreds. He's like, look at him, he pushed off right there. Look at he got 2 hands on him, swims by him. And by the way, that's your #1 pick. I was like, hold on. It was in the second round. And another thing, Georgie P's nasty, man. Don't be mad that your receivers can't stay on the fucking field. We just had a good laugh about
it. Yeah, he's looking nasty. I think there's a lot of sleepers on the Steelers this year, to be honest. They're young, a lot of young talent. They just got to put it together. And
there is a ton of youth.
Yes. I don't know if I believe in Matt Canada, which I think is our biggest problem and is not been answered. But Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say, I mean, I think they handled the quarterback situation last year very, very poorly, just very poorly, and it needed to be one or the other. Throwing your thoughts of your future franchise quarterback just into a game halfway through against the Jets. Like, I mean, I know Ben came in on an injury, but I'm not saying Kenny's Ben Roethlisberger's. Ben.
I was going to say, hold the fucking phone.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ben came in off an injury, and
that man went undefeated as a starter his rookie year, bro. Yeah,
correct. Ben is different. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from with some others that are like on Twitter. Like there's just a clear divide between Pickett or no Pickett. You know what I mean? There's a picket fence, if you will, and there's people on both sides.
Ooh, look at that! Work it in, buddy. Work it in, buddy.
And I think there's a lot of like comparison to Ben, and you just can't. He's different. He's just a different person. It's a different time, and
different build. Now, where there are similarities is their defense is stellar. Ben's the first 4 or 5 years of Ben's career, the defense was absolutely phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Then it was pretty fucking terrible.
Correct.
And now they're amazing again. They're a top 5 defense if TJ Watt doesn't get hurt. Which it was funny. I saw a reel the other day. I forget what podcast it was. JJ Watt was on there talking, and they were talking about lifting or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I used to." And he was like, "This is probably what added to all my injuries. I used to just see how much weight I could get to, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to my brother, and he's the same way. He's like, "Dude, I'm trying to squat 700 pounds, blah blah blah." He's like, "No one's gonna give a fuck if you can squat 700 pounds if you're not on the field. If you can't work, no one gives a shit." So, I mean, hopefully TJ stays healthy. Yeah, I think a part of it is, I mean, it's the NFL. Injuries are going to happen, right? He doesn't take plays off, which is what you love to see. But you're also going to be more prone to sustaining injuries. So,
yeah,
if he can stay healthy, the defense moves his head. Minka is the best corner in football, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Derwin James is good. Pat Pete, we got about 6 years too late.
Yeah,
but he's still Pat Pete. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
You lost a step, but you didn't lose your instinct. You didn't suddenly forget how to cover people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Plus, you don't have to be the number one, right? That's why you got JPJ. So,
yeah.
I'm excited for the defense this year. I think they're going to be awesome. Here's the 2 things I want to see. I want to see if we actually have a quarterback this season. Honestly, for a full, I'll give the dude a full 17 games. I'm still going to talk shit because
of course,
that's what I do. We'll see with the full 17 games, and then the other thing that I really want to see is did our O-line actually get better, right? Because you bring in Broderick, who I think is going to be great. I don't see any reason why not. I haven't heard anything positive or negative from camp. Other than Minka said something about I don't want to go up against him. I don't want to see that running at me.
Right.
And then I don't know what the tight end dynamic is going to look like. Are there going to be a bunch of 2 tight end sets? I mean, it makes sense. You put Deontay and Muth over here. You put Pickens and Washington on the left, and now if you're in that formation, that 221 formation, you're always a threat to run to the backside automatically because you have a tight end that's built like a literal fucking shit brick house.
Correct.
That can just run people over. Yeah. So, it's getting me amped talking about Steelers football. I'm so excited. I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait. I also hate to say it, but I don't know if they're going to start the season 1-0.
That's tough. I mean,
it's a great litmus test for your offense for those things that I just talked about.
It absolutely is, and
bringing an awesome defense.
It's going to be. I want to say like it's going to come down to Purdy, but like you can plug and play any quarterback in that system, and I think it's going to be the same thing regardless. Like I think that system. They're just set up so good that anybody can succeed there. So we'll see. It's going to be, like you said, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I think hopefully, because I think both defenses are going to just.
Yeah, I don't know if shootouts are our area of expertise.
No, and I think that bodes for us. But again, it's going to be a tough game. I mean, it's a tough one to start out with, but like you said, it's a good litmus test.
Yeah.
Want to hit on Bonica here. He said, without Devin Bush, Shruggy.
Great news.
Yes.
Fuck.
Fantastic.
Sorry, Muck Fishigan. We don't need nobody from there.
I'm hoping this is like a yay or a question mark, but yes, without Devin Bush, he was hot garbage.
It's a yay.
Yay, yeah. Highsmith is a dog. I think he proved it last year without TJ. Pat Fryermuth is a hell of a blocker too. I agree. He's a decent blocker.
Yeah.
And whoever does this one.
Our pass rush is going to be dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb. Because you can't double 3 guys.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You
Cam,
can't double
Highsmith and TJ.
Right. Exactly.
Ew.
I think this was the case last year, and obviously it's the case this year too. Linebackers are our weakest position on our defense, interior specifically. So
yeah,
we just got to be able. You have to stop the run, because if teams don't respect it, then why not? And that's the thing too. The flip side on the offense, like Najee Harris got bottled up all year last year. 1, he was hurt for a while, whatever. Played hurt, love the heart. But 2, they knew you couldn't throw the ball. You could not throw the fucking ball. So stack the box 7-8 guys at a time. Make them beat you over the top.
There it is. They released a depth chart. Yeah, they did. Did they? They did not. This is last year's depth chart for sure.
No, I think they released a preliminary one, or maybe something for the first preseason game, and people were all up in arms that Mason Rudolph was number 1 on the depth chart or something. I didn't look at the depth chart. I'm just going off of what idiots say on online forums.
Right. Yeah, they don't. There he is. Yeah, they did. I was confused.
Yeah.
They made
preseason depth charts, in my opinion, are about as meaningful as belly button lint, right?
Right.
You get it out there because you have to, and you never look at it again. Throw it away.
So we got Cole Holcomb, Quan Alexander, and Landon Roberts, Mark Robinson. Those are our 4 interior linebackers.
Right. Quan was a good signing. I'm excited to see what he can do. Holcomb's the rookie kid, right?
Yes. Yeah, because he.
He's our 3rd rounder.
Yeah, because yes, 3rd rounder. No, Holcomb's the guy we got from the Commanders.
Oh, okay. Who am I thinking?
We signed a Herbig.
Yes, out of Wisconsin. Okay, cool.
Yes,
same.
He's an outside linebacker.
Oh, okay. See how little I pay attention to the depth chart in preseason, right? Yeah. So,
depth chart looks good too. See what happens.
Ready for it. Ready for it.
Well,
what are you doing? Are you going to opening week?
I want to. We don't have tickets yet, but I want to so bad. And remember how I said the Pirates are winning 6-5?
And it's now 10-6 Braves.
8-6.
Not bad.
Yeah. They fought.
They tried their hardest.
They did. All right. That's an episode.
In the books.
Boom.
Didn't have to sit here by myself this week. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Well, do a little Squatchin Sports after hours.
Squatchin After Dark?
You with it?
Squatchy Sports?
Let's do it. All right.
I'm down to clown for a bit.
All right. That ends the podcast segment of our Squatchin Sports. Thank you all for watching. We may have a part 3 of episode 20 this week. We'll see. McCoy mentioned it. We'll see how our schedules line up. But we're going to do a little after hours Apex streaming. So if you're here, stay here. We're going to go live here in probably about 5-10 minutes once we get it all set up. Same thing. Shout out Dubby for sponsoring us. Give us a chance.
Thanks, Dubby.
Thank you, Dubby. If you watch
Love
this,
you, Dubby.
use our code Squatchin or Squatchin Sports. 10% off your first order, 10% off any order. It's not even your first. You can do it as many times as you want. You get 10% off.
Every time.
Get in there, buy some stuff, give them a like. I made a little fun QR code thing we can throw up here real quick.
Oh, that's gas. I like that.
Text is a little small, but use that. Oh, yeah. Use a like QR code, scan it. I can even eventually move it up to the top so you can scan it whenever you want. But there we are. Let's kick it over to Apex. Thank you all for watching. See you all in a couple minutes.
Bye-bye.
Next time.
For now.
Bye-bye.